That rain got storm cost us last week. Got jammed up in the storm.
And that ain't about no man. It's so much stuff that's been going on in the world, whether it's sports or
It is,
just
man.
in general.
You're right. Agreed.
But it does seem like we ain't been here
There
forever.
we go. All right, we on, man.
Like forever.
Been a minute.
Yeah.
Been a minute, buddy. Boom.
Yeah, we in business now.
Yeah, let's see here.
Man, so what you want to touch on first, Hud? There's so much stuff.
Man, we gotta go on and touch on the Shedeur situation. We've been gone so long. We ain't addressed it.
And see, and now things unsettled, right?
Right. The smoke doesn't clear. People can think clearly.
Which I always thought clearly.
I did too. That's why we couldn't get in there when I wanted to catch y'all emotional out there. Because they was emotional.
But this is my personal opinion.
Go ahead.
Just because you and your daddy and the fan base think you up here,
right,
doesn't mean the NFL Gazettes.
It's several ways to look at it, but I feel you.
Think that.
Right. I did.
Now, for all these people that was up in arms about him not getting drafted.
And it was a gang up, son. It was
a
gang
so here's my thing. So what about the kids that's last name ain't Sanders?
Right.
Daddy ain't Dion.
Right.
Who should have got drafted in the 3rd round, but got drafted in the 6th round.
Uh-huh. I feel you.
Ain't nobody raising hell about that.
Right. Right.
Second, I get 2 shits about a rich person kid that's rich. And the first goddamn life hurdle that he had to overcome.
Right. I'm picking up what you're putting down, man.
This is the first hurdle this kid has ever had to deal with.
Now one thing,
he had a silver spoon his whole entire life.
I totally agree.
Look, he made $4.5 million last year.
Totally agree. Poor kid.
Yes, and I wouldn't give a damn because he didn't get picked high because him and his dad thought he should be that high.
Right.
Absolutely not, Hook.
I feel you, dog. I feel that is what I'm saying. And I was like, did he really get snubbed by not being the first rounder? Now, this was day one when I put this out because I was like, Cam Ward went number 1 overall, and New York moved back into the draft to draft another quarterback. So it wasn't but one quarterback really that was looking like a first round pick anyway because it's a weak quarterback draft. And then everybody was like banging on Jackson Dart. And I'm like, don't bang on Dart because of Sanders. I'm like, Dart threw for more yards. I'm like, dog, don't be sitting there acting like Dart ain't cold because y'all feel like Shedeur got screwed. Like,
he played more NFL ready talent than anybody, any quarterback.
There you go.
Miami quarterback went number 1.
He did.
Guess what though? But he didn't play the ACC competition.
I totally agree. That's what I was saying. Like, y'all sitting there, then he took Dart. I'm like, Dart,
they clearly ain't watch what he did out here.
They clearly wouldn't watch it. Me and you we done talked about it on this show before. You was going on, and I was like, dog.
I was going on
but I feel you. I was like, Dart throwing that thing down.
Now, cool. If he would have won the Heisman, I wouldn't even been
I feel you. Now, that's what I'm just letting the people know, like, they was on some, like, how dare they draft Dart over Shedeur out. I was like, no, don't do Dart. Dart threw for more yards than Shedeur. In a tougher conference.
Yeah, in tougher conference.
Like, don't do that now.
And another thing I didn't like, there wasn't nothing racial about him not getting drafted.
Nah, man.
So the first 3 picks was black.
Bro, see, that's why I hate Derek ain't here. Because I saw one of his long posts.
I heard that bullshit.
And that's what I said. I was like, dog, where did they come up with this narrative? The NFL got a problem with confident black men.
Yeah.
I'm like, dog, that's a slap in the face to the Cam Newtons, to the Mike Vicks. Like, it's been a gang of black dudes that was confident that went first overall in the draft. I mean, like you said, this year alone, the first 3 picks was black.
Yeah.
You think Cam Ward ain't confident?
In the position.
You think Travis Hunter ain't confident?
In the position he played.
You think Abdul Carter ain't confident? Right. I'm like, what did y'all talking about? No, he arrogant. He is arrogant.
No, so
like it's fine. And you ain't got to, but what you got to play that game or don't play it. And look what happened to you when you don't play it.
They thought they was a Manning family.
I agree.
Doing all that talking.
I agree.
Like Manning dad did.
Oh, yeah.
This person driving my son. We're not playing football.
Right.
You're not Manning family.
I totally agree.
And Dion thought he was.
I agree.
They showed him
Yeah, this was a humbling moment right there, dog. They was like, hey, man, and not saying it's right or wrong. I'm just telling you that's what they did.
I mean, hey, you already know, right? The weaker teams get the higher picks.
Right.
So you was already tweeting, my son ain't gonna play here.
Right.
So who you think gonna have the higher pick?
That's what I'm saying.
Every damn team.
That's what I'm saying.
That you were talking bad about.
Yeah.
Gonna have the higher pick.
And I know
Cleveland. They get mad because they didn't pick your son.
And then I know Cleveland was on that list, and look where he ended up anyway, for way less money.
And see, I think people are so quick to run to judgment versus hearing the whole story.
Right. Now how we get the chats up, because I'm sure some people talking some shit here.
It must not be done yet.
All right, they just look.
It'll be right there.
All
right. If people would have wait and see, like what the whole how he is, everybody's so quick to judge a short little clip.
Right.
On anything. You post something on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, a short little clip, people get outraged, but when they see the whole video, they're like,
right. Okay.
I think some people need to slow down, relax.
Right.
Let this shit play out because the story started coming out.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
When he went to New York.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
How you answer a FaceTime?
That's what I'm saying.
And then interview her?
That's what I'm saying. People don't want to talk about that, though. They don't want to discuss that now. Who does that? You talking to the GM and the head coach. Oh, hold on a second. What boy? Yeah, you know they got me in New York. Like,
now, how disrespectful is that?
I agree, bro.
This is the biggest interview in your life.
I agree, man. That's what I'm saying.
That's what you do?
It's like that's what we all have to do what we have to do when we auditioning for a job.
Yes.
When everybody out there in America, when you want a job, you got to go sit down and do the interview.
Now,
like you are not above, and that's what it was. It's like he thought he was above the interview process.
Now, I'll say this though, Hub. If he was first round, top 5 overall talent, they would have watched that shit away anyway. Like
he wouldn't have fell as far.
It wouldn't have.
Now he might would have still failed, but I agree.
His ego.
There you go.
His ego is bigger than his talent.
Man, that's what everybody got to understand. That part, what you just said, was profound. Dog, people put up with you when you can ball. They put up with Terrell Lawrence as long as they did.
Yes,
because Terrell was a monster. Dog. Like you can't. I agree.
One of the Cowboys' greatest receiver, Michael Irvin.
Playmaker.
They put with that sugar.
Yeah, exactly.
Because he produced
real talk.
If he produced,
you had to put a bingo. What a bingo.
Different than Taylor.
Same one. I totally agree. That's what I'm saying. I agree with what you're saying, bro. Like, hey, man, if you're going to be chirping, like, they put up with it from Deion because Deion was legendary.
No different than the AB, Antonio Brown.
Oh, yeah.
He played
time and skills went diminishing. They was like, we done with you.
But he didn't get crazy at the end of his career. He was like that the whole time.
I totally agree.
But his ability
when the skills went the wrong, they like, you know what? We can find somebody that can do that right there. Now you was special 4 years ago when we listened to this shit. We hold the plane for you.
Yeah.
Now you ain't that cat no more.
Nah.
Whoever wants you can have you. You release. We ain't trying to trade and get nothing for you, dog.
But I ain't gonna lie though.
No good still.
You see people, you saw people that our people
of course
want to say that's what's wrong with us. We always talking about
man, shut up, man. Like that's I love the saying two things to be true. Like dog, y'all finna sit there and act like dude ain't arrogant.
Yeah.
Like that's what's blowing my mind. Like he arrogant, dog, and you can be. They was like Johnny Manziel arrogant,
but he backed it up.
Hey, Johnny Manziel won the Heisman. That's what I told him. Come on, Baker feel arrogant. Like Baker won the Heisman, dog. Like that's what I feel.
It's a big difference.
It's a huge difference.
Nobody said anything when Aaron Rodgers slipped in second.
Right. It happens.
Know what they said he was? Arrogant.
That's it.
He slipped.
That's it.
What outrage was that then?
Hey man, that's what I feel you, dog. Us is old enough to remember Rodgers sitting in that green room.
Yes.
Like just with that look on his face.
The kid, the quarterback for Notre Dame. Like Brady Quinn, something like that.
Brady Quinn.
They took him to the room. Yeah. They were like, this might be a little bit embarrassing.
Yeah.
Right. Picked in the first round.
That's exactly right. Geno Smith.
I'm just saying, I think the first time.
This is a
but it's on the average because it's Deion Sanders' son.
That's exactly. Hey, that's it. That's it. That's it, man. And Deion played his part to blame. That's what I said for the they kids and they can't help but they done heard the stories about their father. They done heard because they daddy got some like Superman type stories about him. So I get that you like trying to flex like your pops, but your dad was an All-American in high school football, basketball, track, got drafted right out of in baseball right out of high school. Like, y'all, you're not the athlete your dad was to be running around strutting like your dad is.
No, see, another thing though, Hub. Then people always want they want to also throw out, you know, keep being a black father, your black son. Here's the thing: well, your black father should have showed you
how the world works.
How the world works.
Yeah,
Deion, because Deion had the same type of arrogance. You should have taught your damn son how to be humble his ass. Son, humble your ass down.
Right. Like, you should. I told him.
You may have taught me everything else in life, but that's one aspect of life you didn't teach.
Yes, that's what
that's why in the 5th round. And guess what? He may get cut.
That's, man, see, I told my little brother the exact same thing. I say, Deshaun on the roster.
Yeah.
Flacco probably going to be starting.
I
said they got delegated. You feel me? That's what I said. I'm like, he was like, nah, he's playing. I'm like, bro, he finna be out there with the dudes that's on the bottom end anyway. So they might not be catching them passes for him. It might be a bunch of drops, which at the end of the day on that stat line is gonna have him a bunch of incomplete passes. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's what I said. Like,
you may put that in United Football League. That's where he going.
Boy, that would be something right there, boy.
He gonna go to the UFL.
Boy, that would be something. Right
that's where he going. That's where he headed to.
I don't know, man. He got but I mean, he doing the right things now. Because I saw some article.
Sometimes now it can sometimes be too late.
I mean, it ain't never too late. It ain't never too late.
I know it's a cliche thing to say.
Nah, it really ain't though.
Sometimes it is.
Like America love a redemption story. That's just one thing about our country. Like if you get your stuff together, we like, all right.
Well, you probably right.
And but
I would say this though. One of the things that they had said, like the 3 things that was not arm strength, he didn't have it. Size, he didn't have it. Mobility, he ain't got it. That ain't gonna never change.
I did. And another thing, he was strutting too much for his skills.
He ain't got his daddy covering him either.
Right.
Some of the things that he got away with his whole career playing football.
Right.
He could. Know why? Because the daddy had the head whistle.
Right.
Now his daddy don't.
I got you.
So he gonna be on a short leash doing anything. Okay.
It's gonna be a can he handle direction. That's why I say it's up to him because he will. And people, that's what I'm talking about, dog. Like he gotta humble himself, but people act like that's a bad thing, man. You supposed to show humility, dog.
Yeah, but the thing about it, though, you can have a super confidence in yourself.
Yeah.
But that's a time and a place for all that too.
I know you can be. That's what confidence and arrogance is 2 different things.
Yes.
Confidence is I can do this,
and see,
like I can do it.
He's not confidence. Nah, he's arrogant.
That's what I'm saying. That's arrogance and confidence 2 different things.
Name too many spoiled rich kids that ain't arrogant.
This is true.
Cause they done had everything they wanted.
Everything.
Their whole entire life.
Everything.
They be arrogant.
Right.
Shit don't stink.
Right.
Theirs don't anyway.
Right. Hey, I feel you, man. Nah, I ain't gonna say that about Shiloh. Shiloh seemed like he down to earth.
Shiloh ain't no goddamn good.
I like Shiloh, man.
Forget the fuck.
Shiloh gonna make that Tampa squad, man. Shiloh making that squad, dog.
Hey, that was 7 rounds. How many draft picks?
But that happens though.
Yeah,
that happens, man.
He ain't cut.
Yeah, I hope not. I like Shiloh.
Little old AP killed him. They were doing some damn training. He can't hold an old man.
But AB know them tricks though, man.
He's fucking almost 40, huh?
It's there. T.O. damn near 50.
I'm just saying.
That's what like.
If you make a 53-man roster,
right?
53-man roster. You gotta be able to cover a man that's almost 40, and you 24 years old.
I ain't gonna say that.
But that means you can't cover nobody 24.
They don't know them Chris Rice like that, man.
But who is daddy?
They ain't seen like that.
Yeah. Who is that?
Who is that? Prime is daddy.
What did daddy play?
Corner.
What did he play?
He played safety.
But he plays defense.
Defensive back, right?
With Deion, before Deion left, what did Deion play?
I mean, that's it. When he got older.
Yeah, what did he play?
He moving to safety.
So he got a dad It's an
No,
all-time great
I ain't see
and
this,
DB.
I didn't see this drill. Was he playing man?
He was
in the
man.
drill? That's what I'm saying. That ain't what a safety gonna have to do, though.
But who knows he won't get switched?
I mean, that'd be crazy on the coach.
Matter of fact, prime example. When La Tech, Snead,
Mhm.
he won. He was the Kansas City Chiefs. He won Super Bowl. Now he played with somebody else. He got
Right.
a nice little contract.
Right.
He's at La Tech. At La Tech, he was a safety. His whole time at La
Right.
Tech, he got the NFL. He was a corner.
Warfield too. Warfield.
That's what I'm saying.
I agree.
So,
But they was
changed it.
athletic. I don't know if they would deem him athletic enough to change him, though, is what I'm saying.
Probably not.
They probably wouldn't deem him
I
like
think
they,
he ran.
they deem them athletic enough
See,
to
that
move.
Snead dude ran like a 4.3.
That's what I'm saying.
I think he ran like a 4.5.
A high 4.5.
Yeah.
Is that. Like,
So,
that's what I'm saying.
yeah.
Yeah, safety. And plus, he will hit.
Yeah.
Like, he will lower his shoulder and, like, try to lower the boom.
Cause I love boom, but I ain't in the. Oh, I gonna hit your head right now. Cause I ain't in the NFL.
Covering ain't his strong suit, man. Covering ain't his strong
Shit.
suit, dog.
But he ain't gonna make it cut. He cut.
I don't know, man. He might make it.
Now it is. First off, so the race was who's gonna get drafted first, him or Shiloh. Now it's gonna be the race who's gonna get cut first.
Oh, man.
That's the race now, Hub. Who's gonna get cut first?
Oh, man.
Because both of them is on chopping block.
I think Shiloh gonna make it, man.
Browns got too many quarterbacks.
I agree there. No, I didn't understand.
They ain't gonna keep all of them.
I didn't understand why they drafted him anyway.
They ain't gonna
They
draft.
almost probably drafted him just because they was like, at this point, Pittsburgh probably finna get him. So I think they just really
And what Pittsburgh do?
jumped up
We
and
passed.
I mean, but
They
at
could have
that
got him.
point, I think they was finna try
Yeah.
to do it then. Yeah, I think when they got around that 5th round like that, they was like, all right, if he's still here now, Pittsburgh gonna
And
get
for all the people, especially that said like to bring up the whole race thing, right?
him.
Pittsburgh is still a coach. He has a whole lot to say on who they draft.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I do.
I don't think so.
I do.
Now that's one thing I was gonna bring that up.
I think he
I
do.
think-
I think if he really wanted Shador, they would have got
I
him.
don't
If he
think
really
so, bro.
if he would have put a pitch in for that,
I
he
don't
did like
think
one
so.
of the all-time winners.
But I
coaches.
mean, that
and never had a losing season.
I agree with all that, but he might just be one of them subservient dudes that don't even try to
Good. That could be
like
good.
that.
I guess we never know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Because y'all been needing a quarterback for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
You know y'all need a quarterback, and it was projected that he might fall to y'all in the 1st round. So
Okay,
you mean
so
to tell me by the time we got to the 5th
okay,
round,
so now,
by the 4th round, he's still there?
so who came up with? So now, okay, that's why all the race thing didn't matter, especially when they bypassed them.
Nah, right.
Because who came up with the rule to give
The
black
Rooney
folks?
rule?
Who came up
The
with
Rooney rule, the Rooney family, the owners of the
the
Pittsburgh
Steelers?
Steelers. Yes,
They had a black coach that
They
a lot
did.
of people were saying should have been gone. That's what they do. They keep him.
right.
A black coach.
I agree.
They throw them suckers away quick.
Right, they do. I mean, fast.
Quick.
They do.
He been there. Woo.
Yeah. He
I mean,
only the 3rd one in the history
That's
of
what
their
I'm saying.
franchise.
So it was some racial. I'm not gonna ever say that
I
organization.
feel that. Nah, I can't do nothing but respect what you just said. You right.
Yeah, that organization don't get that
Nah.
to me because they try to put in the room to help black coaches get coaches
Right.
jobs.
Right.
Their head coach for a long tenure of time
Right.
is a black man.
Yeah.
So that particular team, you can say that about how many teams? 33, 32?
Yeah. 32.
30. One of them you can accuse them.
Yeah.
Them you really
Right,
can't. Not to
right.
me.
I feel you on that one. But I'm like you though, man. When they was trying to, like, a lot of people went to running with the narrative of the NFL got a problem with confident black men. I was like, bro, the NFL is full of confident black men, dog. How many?
Odell
of them just-
Beckham was one.
Nah, it's been a gang of them that done got
Jalen
drafted.
Ramsey was one.
Damn near every.
Like damn.
I mean,
Let's go on and
that's
on
what
and
I'm
on.
saying. Like, I was like, bro, if y'all don't cut that narrative,
Yeah, they
out,
got to, man.
like, miss me with that one, dog. They do not have a problem with confident brothers. They like, it's all like the first 3 picks was brothers, dog.
Yeah,
So
I'm
this
saying.
draft, like, stop it, man.
Every
What is y'all talking
superstar,
about?
there's a section for some, but most superstars is really confident.
Right.
Dez Bryant
that's
was on top of the league.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, anybody have a problem with that?
Nah, man.
There are so many other deals you can say.
That's what I'm talking about, bro. It was one of them. I mean, like, I was rooting for Sanders. I was rooting for Shador. But I was like, yeah, if y'all don't stop like acting like Shador ain't arrogant, like I can like the dude to be arrogant as well. I like Baker. Baker was arrogant. I like Manziel. Manziel was arrogant. Now, if y'all want to say they had the wrong argument. Now, if y'all argument was they can behave a certain way and it's not held against them, and we behave in the same manner and it is held against us, I agree with that 100%. I totally agree with that. If that was, but that wasn't their argument. Their argument was the NFL got a problem with coming out. Like, nah, that ain't it. That ain't it.
Yeah, another thing, a lot of people are saying they're talking about his numbers and all the other mess. Somebody he ain't had no line, right?
Mm-hmm.
He played in the Big 12. They didn't play defense.
I agree, man. I agree. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, they don't play defense in the Big 12.
Nah, they really don't. No,
let's be real about it.
Oh no, they did win Oklahoma and Texas.
Yeah,
they
don't play defense.
You always took the over.
SEC is the word. You gotta play defense.
Right.
They play defense in the SEC. And my school not even the SEC.
Right.
But you gotta be. You gotta have all of them, even the bottom feeders.
I agree.
Defense.
I agree.
Be on point.
Yeah, the Vandy's was tough.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not Vandy.
I feel you now. The Kentucky's, the Vandy.
Now you put Vandy in the Big 12.
They finna be one of the. I'm talking about finna do.
And that's just the truth.
They finna do some.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
So, and even when Menzel and Baker, they both came out, they Big 12 products.
Right.
They ain't play on defense. But one thing they could do, they can escape.
Yeah.
Because they was already running around. Nobody was running around because that line just wouldn't make it.
Right. I agree. And
but the mobility.
And now Menzel was doing it in the SEC anyway.
He was.
Yeah. That. So, now Baker was in the Big 12.
But
Menzel was in the SEC.
He became Menzel because he was able to escape. I
agree.
He didn't have the ball was coming at him.
Right.
Every Saturday.
Right.
His line didn't hold the ball all the time.
Nah.
He was able to get loose.
That's it.
Shedeur can't do that.
Playmaker. I feel you, man. I feel you.
So
I did.
To me, if you can't move, you gotta have a rocket.
Right. Well, I thought it's still some quarterbacks that he should have went in front of. I'm not saying that. Dow, the third quarterback out the board? Yeah.
See, people saw that one. That one little hiccup he did, but I don't know what the hell he was doing. But I would say this though. People gotta watch his whole.
I feel you. I was like, hey.
Anybody can find.
I know what you mean. You can find a clip because they actually tried to. Somebody had the one bad because Dart had a great combine, and somebody actually put his one bad throw. This guy got drafted over Shedeur. I'm like, no, Dart had a hell of a comeback, so I do know how people are trying to
watch his entire game.
Okay,
his
I might have
season.
to. But he got a history of injury.
Yeah, that he do.
But that's what I'm getting at. Like, it's some quarterbacks. I like Milroe, but I take Shedeur over Milroe.
Now, the history of injury, when the Cowboys drafted that linebacker, he had a neck injury, and he got the lead. What did he do?
You talking about Vanderish?
Yeah. Vanderish was good, man.
I like Vanderish.
I'm just saying, but
he stayed hurt. He stayed hurt.
The dude for the Cowboys, he was crazy for Notre Dame. He had a knee injury. The Cowboys still drafting him.
Okay. Boy, I know you're talking about. They set him for the whole first year.
Yeah.
Because
he was working, taking serious. Right. And when he get picked, it wasn't late.
Nah.
Because they knew due to the injury.
Right.
Once he rehab, we got us something.
Right.
I think it's so different. I say because they got Lewis with film on, you're gonna say, "Oh, this cat can play."
Right. I feel that.
So
I feel you, but what I'm saying is, again, two things can be true. They humbled him as a league. They let the Sanders family know that y'all ain't calling no shots. This is and that's what I'm shocked.
Campbell had a chance to get him. Jerry and DM was Jerry boy.
I agree, but in Jerry's defense,
he didn't want him.
And not just he didn't want him, it was Dak is under contract, guaranteed.
But quarterbacks get traded all the time.
Not when Dak got a no trade clause. Dak got to sign off on if he want to be a trade.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying?
I got
it just wasn't Dallas just wasn't in the card.
Yeah.
Dallas wasn't in the card. But it was a lot of teams that needed a quarterback. That the Raiders. I thought the Raiders might get him. I'm not saying y'all would have got him super early, because Genty he looked like he finna be the real deal. But
I think he is.
A little later on, you got Geno to start. You kind of
down the line.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly.
He almost out the door.
That's what I'm getting at. Then there was a couple of situations like that. I was like, I thought he might look good in Miami. I was like, Miami got some weapons. Tua stay hurt. and they got Quinn Ewers. You know, like that. Like y'all know, it was some
But
situations where I thought
you was webbing. That was in the 7th round though.
I agree, but I'm just saying y'all knew y'all needed a quarterback.
Yeah, I'm with
and
you.
when he fell that far,
I'm
I
with
figured y'all would have been like, all right, man, well, we can get a dude that was projected to go in the 1st round here in the 4th. We better go and jump on that, especially when we got a quarterback that stay injured.
Here's the thing. I personally believe the NFL let the whole world know.
Oh no, they did.
Nobody's bigger than a bag.
No, in their defense, they're exactly right. If you think about it, we just ran through a bunch of legends' names. And football, they all gone and ain't played football in years. And the game is bigger than ever right now.
Yes.
Like, think how big Ray Lewis was with the boom. Ray been gone.
He been gone.
And the game ain't missed a beat.
Ain't missed a beat.
That's what I like. That's what the Shield.
The season tickets still gonna sell.
That's what I'm talking about. My brother compared it to dope. He like the NFL got the best dope out.
They do.
They got the best drugs on the market, dog. That's what I'm saying. Like, they can do what they want to do, cause we chomping at the bits right now, waiting on football season, dog. Like, boy, like real. Boy, I can't wait till hey, for real. They got the best products out there, and they let the family know, like, bro, y'all ain't running shit.
But they got 2 other options though. Canadian Football League.
Right. Ain't nobody watching that shit. Ain't nobody watching that, man.
Sanders is gonna get one of those Sanders is gonna get put in that league.
Shiloh might. With Shedeur, somebody would grab Shedeur is what I'm saying.
Yeah, like if you say that.
Somebody would grab
him. 5 rounds.
Now,
he went 5 rounds. Nobody wanted him.
But now it looked like they was waiting on him to play the game. It looked like he ready to play the game. I saw the report he done showed up to some school.
I guarantee
buying the kids pizza. He doing it. I agree.
I guarantee
it's a PR campaign.
He can get a lot of time.
He needs to do a PR campaign.
He can get a lot of time in preseason.
Yeah.
He can like shit.
I hope not. And he might.
What to see?
He might, but I hope not. All I was on was they just let him know whose league this is. And the fact that people was acting shocked like they didn't know. I'm like, bro, the NFL is like, they don't give a damn how much money you got. It's like they got to vote you in if you want to buy a team. It could be a team out there for sale, and you could have $50 billion and want to buy this team, and these cats gonna be loud.
See, cool. Me personally, I'm not gonna root against them. I'm not gonna root for them. I really just don't care.
Which team?
No, Shedeur. I really don't care.
Right.
Again, he's already set for life.
Right.
There is some kid right now that had to send his whole college check, the little that he did get home, to make sure his family ate.
I feel you. Like the one kid from Texas, dog, I got choked up watching the draft. He said his grandmama and them lost their land, like trying to see to it that he was good in college. He said the first thing he gonna do with his check is get my grandmama land back. So I feel you.
To me, those stories is more impactful for me.
I agree. That's more impactful for a lot of people. Right.
That's been rich, still rich, gonna be rich.
Right. I agree. And you didn't want to play the game. That's what a lot of people don't understand. Like, bro, you the one that want to go in there and put on the professional cap and address these people and act like you want to be in their organization.
That just say
like that.
You right.
Yeah.
We had a chance to go work at a high seat.
Exactly.
At Apple. No, I'm gonna say
I know what you mean. I feel what you're getting at.
All right.
Yeah.
And we go in there.
Hey, excuse me.
We put our goddamn film goddamn desk.
Right.
And we don't get hired.
Right, man.
These motherfuckers gonna get mad about it. We get hired. They were like, you fool, why you going up like that? You missed an opportunity.
Right.
What's different about him?
Cause he's Sanders.
That's what I'm saying.
Cause he's Sanders. And that's what I promise I feel you on that one, dog.
If that kid, right, wasn't connected to him, right? Anyways, his last name.
Everybody would have been talking about how stupid he was.
They would say how stupid he was.
They'd have been burning him up.
Yep.
Hey, man, that's his stupid ass didn't go in there. You know you need it. I guarantee you.
And
here's the thing, right.
There's nothing wrong with other black people scrutinizing another black person if that other black person is wrong.
Right. Oh, dog, you know how we do it. You know how our community do it.
Like you can't all this black power stuff.
I literally
that's what's wrong right now.
I totally agree. My brother came into my job today and said, hey man, you hear about that dude that ran over the cop? He said the cop killed his son.
Oh, shit, you brought it up. Let's go there.
And I said, I said, okay. He said, you know what happened? I said, yeah. The son had stole the car and was running from the cop. And he said, oh well, hell. And I said, like, yeah. And I like they done kill folks way less disrespected.
Yeah.
Now, like you.
But now, since you brought it up though,
Right.
What have I been saying for all this whole time? But when we talking about this, the cop killings, I said, stop all these goddamn press conferences.
Yeah. They killed some guys.
I'm just,
You don't know.
I've been screaming for the longest until press conference don't you crying and telling sad
I
stories
heard
because you got Johnny Crockman behind you.
Say this day you got to crash out like this daddy.
You got
did,
to.
You got to crash out like Pops.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, Pops got to work.
That changed the whole narrative thing.
Yeah, Pops got to work in traffic.
Real talk. I'm just saying.
I feel what
because
you're saying, man.
all it is, all African Americans been doing every time an innocent person
Singing and chilling now.
has been doing is getting in front of a camera with a bunch of damn microphones and cameras in your face, crying, crocodile tears, and you got some civil rights guy sitting next to you, somebody we want justice.
Right.
Then they get off.
Right.
And you still crying because you mourning your child.
Right.
But guess what? That man decided to say, guess what? I ain't coming one morning. Somebody gonna mourn with me today.
Oh man,
hey, salute to that guy.
Nah, he ran him over, dog.
They about black fathers like LeBron got his son. Say everybody needs to be saluting him.
Hey, we praising the wrong black daddy. We praising the wrong black daddy.
Real talk.
Hey, they fuck all that. That's the father standing up for his son.
That's father of the year.
I heard.
That man should get father of the year.
Ooh, boy.
We're getting Bronny in the league. If Bronny wasn't in the league, Bronny's got dad's damn business.
Right. Yeah, he's
money
still driving the
Bugatti.
I dig, man. I feel what you're saying, bro.
But no, I applaud LeBron for doing what he had to get to something.
No. I get what y'all.
Sanders did whatever he had to do to put Charlo up here.
I get what you're saying.
Even though he failed at it, but he still put him up here.
He tried. Yeah. It's hard.
So we want to anoint those guys.
Right.
Every African American male needs to send that guy the man Happy Father's Day card. Father's Day.
He wasn't playing.
Because at the end of the day, you as a father, your job is to protect your child.
Right.
He's telling you here, but guess what though?
Right.
Son, rest in peace. Somebody else resting with you.
He got some get back for damn show.
I'm just I ain't got no problem with what he did.
Nah.
Either way, what he did was wrong.
Right.
What they did was wrong too.
I heard that. Two wrong make a wrong, huh?
I'm just saying, at the end of the day, some type of stance has to be done.
I dig, man.
And here's the thing, and all you know, that could have started. Okay, now other people are thinking. I've been saying this.
Yeah.
I pray don't happen to my son.
Right, because you'll crash out.
I'm crash out.
Right.
I've been saying this.
Right.
But to see what I've been saying all along come to light.
Like you saw somebody out there, saw dad out there like you.
Tears in my body, I literally got tears in my body because of that.
Oh, man.
Because I salute that man.
Yeah.
And the way he stood in that damn courthouse.
I mean, he found him quick. Like it was like the next day.
Yeah.
Like caught him working the traffic stop or something.
And the way he walked past those cops with all that intimidation stuff.
Oh yeah, they did. That boy was unfazed.
Man, the way he looked at him, he had his chin up, chest poked out. Hope I love that, Hope I love that.
He did. Hey, he came through there. He came through there like a man. He walked like a man.
Commit the act you did.
And then be out remorseful.
Still stand on what you stood on what you did, what you did.
Right.
And he did exactly what he did. He stood on that.
He did that.
No, you can't. I don't know. I salute that man.
I heard that.
Yeah, now he got to pay for it. Guess what though? Sometimes somebody can wrong you, right?
Right.
And that shit can fester in you for many years, change your whole personality, put you in some type of mental state.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you get your lick back.
You feel better.
You feel better about yourself,
You do feel better when you get your lick back now.
Girl, you get the lick back.
Man, you get your lick back.
Because the lick he got back wasn't expected.
Ah, man. Yeah, they didn't see that one coming.
Yeah.
And it was intense in that courtroom, too.
Now, and just my opinion, I think if that man right now cut get throat, throat get cut
Mhm.
in jail.
Yeah.
He gonna die with a peace of mind. I did what's right for my
I
son.
heard that. Oh, I'm sure he got that in his head for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's just what he on.
He probably had that on like when he ran the cop over.
Right.
Hey, y'all come kill me.
Yeah.
Hey,
Just the wonder they didn't kill him.
Justice was served in his mind.
Yeah.
Because the justice system, that guy was gonna get off.
Right.
So he was able to get justice on his own.
Yeah, right.
I mean, sometimes you can't put justice in the law's hands because sometimes laws always seems to be they failures.
Right.
Well, guess what? He wasn't failed because he took it in his own hands.
Ooh-wee. Yeah, he did that.
I don't know who that was. I hate to say,
Hey, man.
but that's my cup of tea, Huck. I drink all that shit, Huck.
Ooh.
Then get me refilled.
Ooh, man.
Because every time, dude, at some point, people get tired of turning the other cheek.
I did.
We got them slap starter once in a while. We got them bruises keep piling up.
You got to get your leg back
I
up.
mean, sometimes you got to swing back.
Mm-hmm.
Because sometimes, a bully gonna keep bullying until they get bullied back.
Nah, this is true. That's fact.
And when people start being that bully to the bullies kind of simmer down.
Mm-hmm. Now, in a case like a Tamir Rice, what you saying makes perfect sense. If a dude stole a car and led the police on the chase, and I don't know, did he have a gun?
No.
They saying
No, they
didn't even find a gun.
No, they found it in the woods, but when they shot him, they shot him in the back. He was running. He had a gun on him.
Right. Well, but they found the weapon.
Yeah, but they ended up finding one.
And that's what I'm getting at. If he was in a stolen car, led the cops on the police chase, and there was a gun out there, I can see how some shooting went down.
But if the gun wasn't being aimed at you, what we shooting for?
I mean,
that video that you seen today.
Oh, I told you. Yeah, I mean, I sent that video just to show we not the same.
But I'm just saying that man had a whole goddamn AK. Whatever.
I did. No, again, no, you're exactly right, and that's why I.
And what the cop doing?
Bad. He did. And he led them on a speed chase.
Yeah.
And I totally agree.
Do some shit up.
Totally agree that they can pull the exact same stunts we pull, and they get arrested.
And
I agree.
He got arrested with
no incident. No incident. Like literally had his. That's why I said I got the sentiment.
He wanted all the smoke.
He was ready for it.
And what the cop do?
Got the hell on.
If it was a person of color, whether it was Hispanic or black,
right,
they would be living right now.
Right. And he led them on a police chase, and
so I'm just saying.
Now you right. No, now you 100% right. So, but I seen y'all stuff like that to let y'all know. I understand that we living in two different worlds.
Mm-hmm.
I understand that they can shoot up a school and get took through a drive-through to get some food. I know ours ain't gonna go like that.
Matter of fact, I sent this to my oldest son. I sent him this deal I saw, and it was talking about a lot of the unarmed people that got killed, right?
Right.
Unarmed innocent people that got killed.
Yeah.
What the media does,
dig up some dirt on them.
But why? They don't want to commit the crime.
I agree.
So why do you feel the need to try to find anything that you can see a person in a negative light?
Because they understand. That's what I always say on this show. They understand psychology.
Yeah.
It's easier to accept them killing this person if they deem that person as a bad person.
Yeah, versus,
even though he didn't do nothing in that moment, but they got a bad guy.
Yes.
Like the Botham Jean, the dude in Dallas. They come in, the chick talking about she thought she was in her apartment. And she killed this dude in his apartment, saying she thought it was hers. And they talking about it was some marijuana on the table.
Exactly.
He probably had a 3-5. That's what I'm saying. What did that have to do with anything?
He's in his home.
In his house, finna roll him one. Who ain't in their house finna roll one? It's so many like that. That is so common, is what I'm getting at. But they tried to demonize him with that story. Well, he had marijuana in the house.
But who knows? He could have had a medical card for it.
No, it don't. That's what
I'm saying.
I feel
somebody knows that.
I feel you.
At the end of the day,
they understand psychology. Because just the regular person that heard that story that ain't even aware. I mean, what sound like they might have killed him. But Sound like he was a bad guy. He had weed in his house.
Yeah, but and what's crazy though, a lot of those people that make those assumptions or say stuff like that,
Yeah.
they probably rolling up one now.
That's what the hypocrisy.
Yeah.
It is no doubt. No doubt. Dog, me and one of my black friends at work got into their heated debate. I was talking about the mass incarceration that the Democratic Party had put into place for crack cocaine. And I said, but it wouldn't automatic jail time for cocaine. It was automatic jail time for crack cocaine. And I said, the key ingredient
It's cocaine.
in crack cocaine
It's cocaine.
is cocaine.
You can't have crack without cocaine.
You can't have crack without cocaine.
Yeah.
And I said, they don't get you automatic jail time. I said, do you not see the hypocrisy in that? And it's like he was blind, and you thought I was talking.
Because who smokes the crack?
That's what I'm saying.
It was
I know
at the
this.
time. It was
That's exactly right. And who snort the powder? So they was like, he just having a little fun on the weekend.
Yeah.
You Nino Brown, and we better lock your ass up. You know, like, so, and then that's what I was getting at, bro. Again, I understand it's two different Americas out here. It's
I mean, it's clear, it's obvious, because those with the opioids, whatever, the pills.
Exactly. And that's why
Major League Baseball,
no.
when them people start dying because of the overdoses, they were like, well, let's put focus on this.
Yeah. Not just that. They deem people as sick then versus just some criminals that's trying to get high.
That's crazy.
And that's what I'm saying. Yeah. That's what I'm getting at now. So now it's just an illness, and they need some rehab and therapy and help versus they just some animals that's getting high and need to lock them up. And that's what I'm getting at, bro. So again, they understand psychology now. They understand how to work the media and what stories to put out, what slant to put on this or that, and create a narrative. And they masters at it, actually. They like, I got to give them their props. It's some of the slickest shit ever seen, ever done. Like, it is truly amazing.
And man, because we did it, but show about like 3 weeks.
Yeah, it's been a while. It's been about 3 weeks.
And we done had a new form of hustle that's been highly established.
What's the new hustle?
A Silver's lawsuit that somebody just.
Oh Lord, you ain't lying.
Oh, that's a new hustle.
That is the new hustle, dog. Just like give a man some that got some paper, give him some for a little while so he get comfortable with you, and talking. Then, like, you can hit it in the cornhole Tuesday, and then you hit it in the cornhole Friday. Well, just cause I gave it to you that Tuesday, Friday, give you permission to do it. I want $50 million.
Man,
like
cool.
What?
I think them women that's actually doing that, it's a slap in the face of the women that actually had to really go.
I agree.
Had to deal with that.
I agree. A real victim,
yes,
versus somebody that's looking for a payday.
Yes,
yeah, totally agree.
Like now, Smokey Robinson.
That's why I put that out there. You know what I'm saying? Smokey Robinson, bro. This one chick claims she been working for Smokey. She started working for him in 2007 all the way to 2024. That's 17 years. That you was his mistress. You wouldn't get no.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You was a mistress, and I'm sure he probably lying to you. I'm gonna lie, man, I ain't happy with my wife. I'm leaving her. We gonna be together. And you rode that lie for about 17 years. And then you find out he was smashing other workers in the house. And like now you was pissed.
And now you want to sue.
Yeah, now you ready to sue.
But so my thing, man, this is just how I think. If a woman's body is taken advantage of in however fashion it is, wouldn't you want to see justice?
Wouldn't you want them in jail? That's what I'm talking about, bro.
But these women,
you ain't called. Yeah, you ain't called no police at all. So, you called a lawyer
for money.
Exactly. Exactly.
So that's why it's kind of.
So you mean to tell me this man violently forced himself inside your body, holding you down, raping you, and you don't even want to see him in jail?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Come on, man.
That part doesn't make sense.
It's a reason it don't make sense.
It doesn't make sense.
It's a reason it don't make sense.
And I'm all for any type of woman that's real live victim.
Right.
There's to me, like the one that's real life victims.
They seeking the police.
They seeking the police.
Yeah.
They're not seeking
the police. They want to get a rape kit and all kind of stuff.
Yes.
Yeah. That's like he
forced
himself upon me. I want his ass locked up.
Locked up.
Not know we done it 17 times, but on the 18th I wasn't feeling it. and I now want 10 million to 20 million, 30 million, however many millions of dollars out of it.
Now,
So
see,
yeah, it's a cold game out here.
like
Man.
Sharp, he's a fool for one.
Oh, I totally agree.
Bro, though you 56, she's 20.
I ain't even on that. He a fool because again, rich men. This is that. Like again, you know, I always try to correlate stuff with
But
the
he's a
Bible.
hypocrite too, by the way.
Definitely a hypocrite. Nah,
Mhm.
but I give you that. He
Yeah.
is a hypocrite. But rich, powerful men have always liked younger.
Yep, that's fact. That's
So I ain't
guess
even
what?
tripping on that.
They'll never change either.
That it ain't.
Prime
What?
example, Belichick.
That's it. Belichick.
He's in the media right now.
Right.
Belichick, yeah.
Right.
He got
50 years older than his woman, than his
Yeah.
girlfriend. 50 years older than
prime
her.
example. You see, that's
I'm
a prime
talking
example.
about now, Hugh Hefner was 90
Yeah.
and dating like 20-year-olds, bro. Like that's what this is coming. Like that. So the people that put that out there, like that ain't what he's stupid for. Like arguing with this young broad. Like, bro, that's supposed to be a smash. Get your rocks off
Yeah.
and break off a little
Mhm.
change. Cause like you know what she wants, she know what you want.
Mhm.
You want to get your rocks out to a young, tight body, and she wants some of your paper because you
Mhm.
got plenty of it. And like, and dog, like Chappelle put that in a little skit, but I bet that man, it's about to the point where if you got some money, you better start doing some NDAs. You
But
better start having
you got
folks
to.
signing stuff, right?
See, but here's the thing, Hub. This is why he's a hypocrite.
I know when he came for Darnell Rollins.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you, boy, you meet that 23-year-old, man. You gotta be ready.
But the whole time.
Whole time you knocking down a 19-year-old.
Yeah, come on, man.
Yeah, dog. With that, I'm so used to people being hypocritical. People are hypocritical.
With now, when he interviewed the lady, the black company, the lady, she went on Oscar for Precious.
Oh, when he interviewed Monique.
Yeah. And she like her.
Yeah.
And she said,
yeah, you
What's
better
the
get
name?
your old bitch.
yes.
Somebody's go get you some, rub your feet, drink
Yeah.
some of your cognac. It's hilarious, but she was so on point now, like letting them know, like, man, these little young, like, what you doing, man?
At the end of the day, man, somebody that big of a wide gap between the age, they really can't do anything.
And bro, nothing but, that's what I'm saying, nothing but sex.
They can't grow your mind.
Nah, that's what I'm talking about.
They don't have knowledge to
the
grow
bro,
themselves.
Case in point, the most glaring obvious thing when he said it is what it is. She said, what does that even mean?
Exactly.
That's like, bro, when she down that, I'm like, that's what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
Bro. Like, why are you even holding conversations with this bro?
Yeah.
Like, y'all have nothing in common. It's like, it's pure, and that's fine. It's a sexual thing. Hey, man, and 25K a cheat. Like, that's what she said on the thing.
Now,
25K a cheat. Like,
for him to, yeah, because he had to step away from ESPN.
Oh yeah, of course, bro.
But for him to have Club Shay Shay and then the nightcap still rolling,
Right.
I personally feel like this because do I first believe that he raped her?
No.
Absolutely not.
No.
I don't believe that.
Nah,
I don't believe he cut her off.
I think he kinky. I think he have choked a couple times, but it was an agreement choke.
Yeah,
is what I'm talking about. They just freaky like
mhm.
that.
Because I think a lot of the people that's kind of like guilty or something, they kind of shy it away. They kind of like
Right.
get out of the
Oh,
line.
I know what you mean. You're right.
He's still in it.
Right.
He in it.
Nah, he
nightcap
said what it was.
every night.
He was like, it's a shake now.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just interviewed Ali Sadiq.
Yeah.
Like he's still going about his regular business. The only thing changed is he ain't on the major network.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure they was like, hey.
But which in reality, he probably make way more on his own platforms than he was doing with the network.
Right.
Because again, the Wallow and Gilly, they signed $100 million deal.
Right. And that's what he was saying.
I'm saying they didn't need ESPN.
Nah, you didn't. Nah, I agree.
They had themselves.
Right.
And what they brought and their personality.
Right.
They got them.
Right. I agree.
So even Cam and Mace.
Right. I feel you, man.
You know what I mean? Like
you're exactly right. You right, man. Like it's out there to be gotten.
Mm-hmm.
So, but again, man, I can't believe I agree with you when you say you're being stupid because it sounded like she was setting him up. Just listening to the phone conversation.
Anytime you get recorded like that,
I don't want to be choked again, so
that was a setup.
I guess I'll go. I'm like, bruh,
that was a setup.
Do y'all normally talk like this? If y'all, I don't understand the dynamics of y'all relationship, but it's hard for me to believe that that's normal conversation.
That was a setup. That whole phone call.
It had to be, dog. No doubt.
Yeah, try to paint a picture of what he is,
and it painted one.
Yes,
I might choke you in public.
Yeah,
big black dude choked little white woman.
Yeah.
Oh, no, like, oh, bro. Like they, and that's what he got out Sports Center. When we heard that, he was announcing. I'm like, yeah, that's how they made it right there now. Yeah, I might just choke you in public. Big black dude choked little white woman. I was like,
now I am curious, like how fast is that part is gonna go amongst the courts, and because to me, it is something about if I didn't do anything, I'm not gonna settle for nothing. I would lose it all for you think you got over me, and knowing damn well I was innocent.
I don't know, man, because sometimes
to me, if you settle, it's like then it's like
not just sometimes from a business standpoint, it's just. And that's why people settle and sign NDAs. It's because sometimes it's just easier to pay. Now, I ain't finna pay a ridiculous amount. Like, and that's how I know it was a sit-up, because, dog, shit, OnlyFans model. And if the reports are true, you offered her $10 million. Ain't no way a 20-year-old broad just get, like, paper paying $12 a month to see you naked. You ain't no way a broad like that finna turn down on $10 million. No. Ain't no damn. Like, it ain't nothing you can say to convince me to make me think a chick discharging $11.99 a month for her to bend over and bust it open on the camera.
That's degrading herself.
That's what I'm saying. Finna turn down $10 million. So right there, you knew it was it had to be something. But again, he fell for the okie doke. Like I don't believe my own height. Dog. I mean, I think I'm an alright looking dude, but I don't think I'm God's gift. And Cass go that Shannon, I'm sure Shannon was getting out of control, dog. You know what I'm saying? Making that.
But now some other ladies done came out.
The floodgate open.
That's how I be.
Yeah, of course. Like,
Eddie, where you been this whole day?
Yeah, dog. I mean,
that's what I don't like.
And that's what's happening. But you know that's what's gonna happen. Look at Deshaun. Yeah, one chick, and next thing you know, with 30
that was
30 women done like lawyered up on the dude, man. Like that just go with the territory, dog. Did it? Cassie said what she said, then all kind of men even coming out. Yeah, he had. It's just a cold game, dog. Yeah, when that name hit the streets for something like that, man, everybody. Here come all the vultures, dog.
Man, people are opportunists. They're gonna jump on.
Oh, that's what they're gonna do, man. Yeah. That's just human. That's how people react, dog. It's blood in the water and they sharks.
And what's crazy, like Smokey, you know, he's 82, 83 years old.
Yeah, dog.
He's almost at the end of this road anyway.
I ain't know almost. I wouldn't be shocked if it came across my ticket tonight. Smokey Robinson.
That's what I was just
thinking out. Like this stress probably like killing him, man.
Then what they're gonna do? They're gonna sue his estate.
That's it. Sue his estate. Somebody will take his royalties.
Yep.
And then that's exactly. And because that's probably what it's all about anyway. It's probably all about some royalties anyway. Somebody's out to smoke his royalties, know he about to die. And he probably done tried to will it to some family members or something, and they want it. And now man, Smokey back probably. Dog, it's Smokey raped 4 miles. Smokey 100 years old. Yeah. Y'all ain't finna convince me that this senior sick out. Y'all finna have to work on that thing to get it to even do something. Exactly. Like, if you don't stop.
He's a male, but an 82-year-old male is not gonna overpower.
That's what bro. That's what I'm talking about, man. It missed me with all the mad.
Like that's a younger woman is stronger than an old male.
Bro. I totally agree.
That's facts.
Totally agree is what I'm saying.
Unless he's like a very fit old man.
Yeah, and he ain't fit. Oh man, Smokey barely can roll his hips. Oh, stay. Smokey barely can roll his hips, man. If they don't cut this foolishness out. Ain't like Smokey out there taking booty from these chicks,
man,
dog.
That's the new hustle now.
It is, man. That's the quickest way to hit a lick, dog.
Yeah, that's some.
And it's like 50 million, the magic number. And what they they want? They want 50 million.
But they ask for 50, hoping you settle.
That's exactly what it is. Like hoping like, okay, he'll go on and give me this right here. If I'm asking for this amount, he'll probably settle for this and go on and walk off into the sunset. Like now, if I'm Smokey on fighting it, I ain't selling shit if I'm old as Smokey. If Shannon, I get that. If Shannon settled, Shannon ain't even 60 years old.
But if he settled in the public eye, he was guilty.
Nah, but the public don't again.
So then guess what? He gonna lose it all anyway. Nah. Because that deal that he's got like over his head with the podcast.
I think what you're trying to say.
He gonna lose it.
bro. The public gonna think what the public gonna think. And I told y'all this one time before we had this discussion. Do you believe Tupac Shakur sodomized the old girl?
No.
Tupac went to jail for that.
Yes.
So
Just
that's what I'm getting.
different to Mike Tyson.
Do you believe Tyson took him?
No.
Tyson went to jail.
Yeah.
Do you believe OJ killed him?
According to
You don't believe but that's what I'm saying. But what do public think?
OJ killed that motherfucker.
That's what I want. But OJ was innocent.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It don't matter about that. That's what I'm talking about.
OJ killed that
Through
motherfucker.
the court system, OJ innocent in the court.
Yeah, I watched
But
that.
the public opinion, like, man, OJ got away with murder.
Documentary.
And people that look at Tupac like, man, they sent that brother to jail for raping that brother. He ain't do that. So that one, I ain't worried about what the public think, because the public gonna have their opinion anyway. I gotta do the best situation for me. Is
But sometimes these corporations business allow the public's opinion.
I agree with that.
Think for them.
No doubt. No doubt.
Cause they about the backlash.
Right.
Like, I can't believe
y'all. Yeah. Because that's the council culture does that.
Yeah.
You now you on to something right there. You definitely on to something right there. Because council culture will they support such and such, and we do, so boycott that. And corporate sponsors don't want no smoke. They want people spending
That's
money.
all I'm saying.
Now you're exactly right there, dog. Corporate sponsors want zero smoke at all. We need the people spending. We need people that if you got some scandal going, it depends what the scandal is. Like, we ain't gonna touch that one. That like, and that's what it is. Anything dealing with women is like bad scandal now. So yeah.
Now before we get out here, man, quick question.
All right.
I think you spoke on it. You said a lot of people speaking on it. The 100 men versus one gorilla.
Bro,
now, so do you think 100 men can handle a gorilla?
Not a prime, not one of the alpha in like the group gorilla, no. And I done seen some gorillas on social media that they might could get, but like one of them showing up thick silverbacks out in the Congo that like got a harem of 40 and of different female gorillas. Yeah, nah, they ain't messing with that.
So this is my opinion. I think 100 men, but it has to be the 100 right men.
That's why I said 100 on my pro. I said, now if you talking about, like, I watch Game of Thrones and it's a dude on there that he a real life power lifter. Like, like he can literally lift like 700 pounds.
You don't even.
So I'm like, if a bunch of dudes like that, then
I like this. The casual men that's
what I said. Like, y'all weed smoking, shot taking. Nah, y'all finna get crushed.
They don't.
Yeah, y'all not. But the Derek Keeners finna get their hands slaughtered out there.
But if you get take 20 of the world's strongest men that actually compete, right? 20 of them massive dudes that's 6'6". That's what
I said. That's what I said.
So if you have some guys like that, right? Have some of these kung fu guys. Need 10 of them. They're gonna be quicker.
Right.
Have some other guys that can do things that the big man can't
got
do.
You.
Like the right
the right assortment attacking the right way.
Because eventually one gorilla, 100 men, first off, somebody gotta sacrifice themselves.
And that's what it comes down to. Die. That's what it is. That's what it is.
Get a couple smokers.
No, the weed smokers in there?
No, what about the smokers? The smokers. The real live smokers. Hey, I got 100.
Hey. All that right there, you get it.
I'm just saying, because somebody
don't like Night of Living Dead.
Somebody's gonna get sacrificed.
Right.
Somebody, because they got the fame, somebody gonna die.
I mean, just I showed a video the other day. One of them just like barely tapped the coconut and crushed it.
Yeah, but
that's what I'm saying, man. That's power.
Yeah,
like literally, he just like in the coconut.
That's what I'm saying. You got
to imagine him like. Yeah,
but you gotta have
head off, bro.
That's why I said you need about 20 of those big 6'6".
Right.
Like Larry Allen, one of the strongest men in the
I agree.
You have a bunch of him,
right?
You'll be good.
I did,
because it's only gorillas is not like they not in shape. They're gonna get tired,
right?
So just wear it out. Eventually, you're gonna overwhelm it.
Right.
Yeah, you can get it.
I got you.
But
like you said, it's who willing to die
Somebody
Like you
gonna die.
said, several deaths.
Yeah, somebody
Now,
gonna die.
when he come through there and like when he hit that first initial charge and like just boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, his body's
And
flying.
that's why I said, so you have
and
little folks
death
out there
going.
running around getting tired. Oh, you have little
That's when the fiends, fiends, like you like a general. Fiends, the fiends of the day.
Hey, just let them get them tired.
Right.
Because they're gonna get got anyway.
Yeah, goons. Then the big goons
Yeah.
coming there.
And then, but
Yeah,
I said,
like
it can,
assassins, and that's
I was
just
saying,
that's the boy the skill. No one to hit.
they really can happen. 100 right men can actually kill a gorilla.
You probably right.
Yeah.
You probably right. You probably right. I
Yeah.
mean, with like you said, with the mentality of it's gonna be some fatalities,
Mhm.
but you right. They could get it.
Yeah.
They could.
I really believe without doubt in my mind the right men. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't think it'd be as hard as people think it is.
I don't know, man. It depends on how the men behave. And like you said, now if the men plotted out their strategy, then yeah. But if you just threw 100 in there and they ain't got no game plan, that gorilla finna fuck them up.
Matter of fact, for instance, because I'm sure it depends like what the rules be. Because sometimes like a snake bite. A lot of times a snake can penetrate through pretty much anything.
Mm-hmm.
But there are snake boots. Whatever material it is, the snake can't. Those fangs can't get in that.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sure like a bulletproof vest, right?
Mm-hmm.
You gotta. I'm sure a bullet coming at you is probably be more pressure than a bite, or similar. So you have the right body armor to where the teeth biting down can't pierce your body. Because that's what they're gonna kill people. They ain't gonna be the hands, it's gonna be the bites.
Nah, I'm thinking it's gonna be the hands. Like when he swat down, nah, that's finna be force.
But it depends where he hit you at though.
It don't matter. Wherever he hit, it's like what you ever see Rocky IV?
Yeah.
You know that Russian was training and that Iron Man was talking. But them idiots, he destroyed. Like whatever that gorilla hit, it's gonna destroy it now. Like trust me.
That's why I said like
wherever he hit you, it's out of there.
That's why it gotta be like
your shoulder dislocated.
You get them tied.
You're right.
You let them chase whoever they're gonna chase. Get them tied.
Right.
But they're gonna be the first gonna get got anyway.
Yeah, right. That's when that first wave.
Yes.
It's the fatalities coming in that first wave.
But then once you get tied, when you put the brute strength.
Right. Now, cause you right, like them
Iron Man,
them some bitches, cause them boys super strong.
Yeah,
that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, them cats there.
And just like a human, animals can get knocked out too.
Right. I feel you.
Put one of them heavyweight boxes.
Y'all hold it fun. Now let it just
he rocking
them right hands on it.
Everybody stomping them there. Like
well, you know, put some powder. Put some powder into this.
Because when I first seen him,
oh man,
I was like, no, the typical men, no, the everyday men.
Yeah, that's what I said. Like everyday men, no, dog. That's why I said when I put my post about like now, if we talking 100 of like, cause I used to watch them World's Strongest Men competition, and them doing their soup, they pulling 18 wheelers.
Like you said, the guy that's on
they play,
that dude was like 6.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm saying. Like he in them World's Strongest Men competition. Like he really a monster like that is what I'm saying. That's what I said. Now, if we talking 100 dudes like that, then like them big zombies, they wouldn't even have to have no strategy. Like if they just all rush him, it's a wrap. Like it's just too much strength.
If it's 100 of them,
100 of them, just how they gotta do it rush. Like and it probably ain't gonna even be too many fatalities because they so big.
They're brute strength.
They brute, you know what I'm saying? Like they might be hurt, but like just before it's one punch and they out of there, like dog.
All they gotta do is just watch the bite.
Right. Like niggas, they hear one big some bitch come up from behind and wear them around the neck. I like, they finna take that gorilla. I feel you. I did.
Yeah. But that's one gorilla.
Yeah, that's one gorilla, man.
If you put several of them,
it's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
Yeah, it's a wrap. If 3 of them gonna be too much.
Yeah, because one thing about human, once it's a life fatality, I'll fuck
Yeah.
that. Give me about this
Yeah,
motherfucker.
yeah, let me
Somebody go get me.
let me out, dog.
Yeah, they gonna say,
Dog.
fuck this.
Yeah, you ain't lying, dog. 'Cause I know I would. I know seeing bodies sprawled out, your head turned the other way. You know, knock your head. Your shit looking back this way. Out, nigga. Go, somebody get me. Go on, get the gun. What that little boy said in that video? Go on and get the gun. Run. Shit, run. Go on, get the strap, dog. Run for real, dog. I mean that. Oh, man. Yes, sir.
Man, everything else, man, you want to talk about?
Nah,
Man?
man, I can't think of nothing off the top of my head, dog. Go home, watch some of this basketball game, I guess. I'm glad we showed up, though.
Yeah. Man, because I've been wanting to talk about this Shador stuff for a long time.
Right. Me too. Me too, man. Yeah, dog. I wanted to catch them tender when they was emotional. I think a lot of people done had time to breathe and soak it in now, man. But boy, that first night, and that's why I told him on that first night, like, bro, did he really get snubbed in the first round? I was like, dog, the two quarterbacks that had the best numbers was the only two quarterbacks winning the first round. Like, dog, like we all thought Cam Ward was the consensus number one overall, the best quarterback in the draft. And I, with me and you done talked on this show. I like, dog, Dart throwing that football
Yeah, man.
in the SEC. Like, so when they moved up and took Dart, I was like, man, like, I can't believe. I like, bro, y'all tripping now. Like, just because Shador didn't get picked, don't shit on Dart because Shador didn't get picked in front of him. Like, dude, to put up better numbers than Shador in a way tougher conference. I'm like, don't even compare the toughness, the strength of schedule. Like, dog, you put you put Ole Miss in the Big 12.
They win.
Not only do they win it out, they finna average margin of victory is probably like 27 points. It's
if not more.
That's what I'm talking about. It's a slaughter now.
Yeah.
They finna walk through everything out there. So like that's what I was on. Like, man, don't do Dart like that. Like stop it.
Matter of fact, before we do go, I gotta give a shout out to my boys, Nick Martin and Landon Jackson.
Oh yeah, man. That was impressive.
Man, it was really impressive. Now, what's crazy, I had a lot of phone calls because a lot of people knew that I've been dealing with them boys for many years.
Right.
Probably way before they got their first offer.
Right.
And they're like, man, how do you feel that you train? I don't feel no type of way. I ain't the reason why they got there.
Nah, man, you just made me. This is true.
Is it dope, right?
But yeah.
Is it dope that I was able to be in the same room?
Yeah, man. Not just that you put a imprint on.
Yeah, but at the end of the day,
I agree with what you saying. You just that's your humility, which you should have. You like they put the work in. I showed them a little this, I showed them a little that, but it was they hard work and drive that got them where they at.
To me, man, when you got kids, so just like them too, that make it right.
Right.
You got too many people that think they're the reason.
I got you.
For them achieving the high goals that people get.
Right.
So my theory is, if you're that good at creating someone such as Landon and Nick, why ain't you made it anymore?
Now, but that's where the saying "it takes a village" come in, though, because I'm sure each one of them did have a lot of people that, like, not that just what far as this person here might not have hit you on no nutrition or none of that, but they was always that positive cheerleading force. I'm gonna
give you like an example, right?
Go ahead.
Sometimes the high school coaches,
right,
think they created.
Now this is true. I agree with you there,
but they didn't. I'm gonna use Landon, prime example of Landon.
Right.
The Landon went viral. First time he ever went viral.
Mm-hmm.
It was a clip where he was at the Under Armour camp in Orlando.
Right.
Doing a defensive drill that he was so far behind and on knowing the proper knowledge on how to do it.
Right.
But you had other kids that were just rank as high as him. They were doing it proper. How
right.
do?
I agree.
Because somebody that was coaching them.
No, you boy. When I say you exactly right, you exactly right.
How to do it.
Right.
Sometimes high school coaches have it easy when they have a
A
a once in a
superstar.
lifetime.
Yeah, a
player that
generational
come through.
talent coming through.
They don't have to coach them.
Nah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Their talent is going to be more superior than what's lying across them. So you can just sit back and go.
And you done said that several times before.
You know,
right?
And in reality, you really didn't play no part of it.
I got you.
But Landon said right here.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I had to take it down. But he said right here, I interviewed him. It was after he made first team All SEC after junior year. A lot of people like want to throw the whole way he went to high school, Pleasant Grove. He said right here and said they didn't have nothing to do with.
Right.
I was on the coach.
Right.
They didn't teach me nothing. He said that.
Right.
I wish I still had it, but I had to delete it. But he said right here on a Friday, because he had like a little signing at Washington that Saturday. So Friday, me and him, we sat down here. Somebody else was up here too. I can't remember who it was, but he talked about it, and he really said, I think Nate Jones was up here. Maybe one more. But anyway, he sat up here and said, like, man, my high school coaches didn't teach me nothing.
I believe that.
I didn't learn anything until I got to school. No different than Nick Martin. They share the same story because Nick was just better than you.
Right.
But he didn't know anything when he got to college. He wasn't prepared.
Right.
Like the other linebacker, his position, coming out of another school.
Coached up better.
They was coached up better.
I got you.
But oftentimes you got people who would take
a lot of credit for that. Right.
For things that they really
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Shouldn't take credit for.
Right. I'm
for one, again, I would train a kid that can barely walk versus a kid that's an All-American track star.
Right.
It doesn't matter to me.
Right.
If a kid wants to get better, we're gonna get better.
Right.
But in the day, the kid that's a superstar, I didn't make that. You know why? Because the DNA says I'm a superstar.
Right.
Because if you ain't got the genetic DNA to say I'm gonna be good,
right.
You ain't gonna be good.
This is true.
That's why the ones who make the league, ones who don't.
Right.
The ones that make it to the league, whether it's Major League Baseball, basketball, football, or starting track, their DNA says, this is what I'm going to be.
Right.
And those who don't make it, DNA didn't match that.
Right. I feel you.
But oftentimes you got coaches and trainers, but the people in general, they want to take credit for something that they don't have absolutely nothing to do with. Because again, like I'm just going to use like high school. If a high school coach is so amazing, why the guy you coached 3 years before, the guy you finna coach, why come they not finna go to college? Why come they not finna go to college?
Right.
If you can,
I know everything
was solely based on you.
Right.
It don't be that.
You're exactly right.
But often time, man, you see it like, oh, and one thing I hate when guys they coach youth sports. Motherfucker, you ain't the reason.
No.
You motherfuckers barely know the fuck you doing.
What I'm saying, man. Like the kid when we was there having that debate about, I was like, you don't want to play my kid. I like, bro, we got a kid out there. Didn't go hard. I was like, the boy got like some, he got next level talent. You can see it in him now. And then when you went to seeing him and hearing about it, you was like, damn.
No, because he comes to me.
Look, Henry, I'm glad you working with him, dog. But that's what I'm saying.
Strong, too.
No, that's what I was telling you. I was like, bro, I know you might. I'm like, that's what I'm telling you. As a team, y'all might have a better team. I was like, we got one of the best athletes around this area, and this little strong sucker dog. He do everything good.
So he was in the gym one day.
That's what I'm saying. He do everything good.
It's a jungle down there with me.
Right.
You can't be one of these finesse or pampered kids.
Right.
Because the gym has AC.
Okay.
I don't cut it on.
Oh, no.
If you don't want to sweat, there's plenty of places you can go get a half-ass workout.
I heard that, dog. I feel you on that. I love that right there,
but you can't come in there.
Right.
So a couple weeks ago, they was sweating. It was hot as fuck in there.
Right.
I was fucking sweating. Can we at least cut the fan on? So I was like, y'all want the fan on? I said, you want the fan on? I said, so y'all want the fan on?
Right.
Some kids that know me kind of hesitant to answer.
Yeah, right.
So we can cut the fan on. I'm finna dog y'all. They're like, well, we get the fan off. I said,
right.
I mean, here we gonna sweat. I don't believe in all that confined temperature.
Right, man.
It's 70. It's
Ideal
100 degrees
conditions,
outside.
right.
You want the 76
Right,
here. No, hell
right.
no. It's 100 outside.
That ain't finna help you none. When
Yeah.
you're out there, cause on the field, it's gonna be.
Yeah, you can't control.
I agree. I totally agree with you. Now. I'm like, yeah, man, don't. It's supposed to be uncomfortable.
To me, that right there creates like little divas.
Oh yeah.
And a lot of times, little divas don't be mentally strong.
I totally agree.
If a kid is working out in a certain environment,
Right.
that mental shit, he's developing it.
Oh yeah.
So when he's got to face it,
right.
Oh shit, I've been
there before. Yeah. I've been tired
yeah.
and hot and sweating and hurting. Cause this ain't uncharted
territory. When I train them, with a guy or girl, I don't show nobody no sympathy.
Right.
Sometimes with the girls I do.
I got you. I know what you meant.
Yeah, but boys, hell no.
Nah, none. Zero.
Stop now lying. I do have a girl. I have girls and I like, hey, you want the fan on? She was like, yeah. I said, the only way it's gonna get cut on if you want it on.
Right on.
And they were like, cut it. She's like, I'm all right.
Right. That's what's up, man.
Yeah, but that's it, man. I said, mine says a jungle with me. That's why people show up one day.
And you might not see them no more.
That's the whole point.
You mean to hurt them to the point where they don't
because they can go to these other air-conditioned places and be pampered.
Right.
Well, I don't pamper nobody.
Right.
I'm not going to water down the training to suit you. The training is the training.
Right.
You either got to suit it or fit it because I don't I'm not going to scale it down to fit you.
Right.
You got to fucking fit it.
I heard that.
And if you don't, I didn't ask you to come nowhere.
Right.
That's my mentality. I don't ask you to come nowhere.
Right.
You coming because you claim you want to
Exactly.
So get better.
I'm ready to see that young man play some football this upcoming year, man.
Which one?
Lil Henry. Yeah, I'm ready to see him play.
He took his shirt off one day in that motherfucker.
Nah, that little sucker. That's what I was telling you from the jump. Like, bro, y'all might beat us because y'all got more. And we got the superior athlete on our team. Yeah, that boy there is a stud.
So the fact that I've been training long, because I lift myself, I know that's one thing about kids. I know I'd like check his physique. A lot of times your physique tell you if you can play or not.
Right. That little sucker just a ball of muscle.
So
like he's standing like he's standing like he's been in the field or something. Now he's just a little rock some dude.
So he took his shirt off again because it be hot.
Right.
I was like, what the fuck you think? I said, don't you take my goddamn shirt off?
Like, is he sizing him up in there?
I was like, damn, boy, you got a good physique.
Yeah, that little sucker is a brother. That little sucker a monster, man. Physical, like fast, like he built to play football.
Mm-hmm.
He is like a football player now. Just some dudes, it's just in their DNA to play football. He got the right mindset and the athleticism to play the sport, dog. He physically tough and mentally tough. Like a real leader.
Yeah.
Like a leader. Like, come on, guys. Like that. If he stay healthy, we'll be watching him sign D1 and go off to play big time college football here in a couple of years.
I had this dude, right? This dad. And he showed up. Said, man, I heard this is a place to be. Mm-hmm. I said, well, it depends on who you are. His kid come out the truck, right?
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes I know just by looking.
Right.
Nah, this ain't gonna be full.
Yeah.
I mean, some I've been doing it long enough.
I got you. No, I know exactly what you're saying. Right.
The training that I do.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah,
I know then. Yeah. Like, he ain't gonna make it.
Right.
And I tell him, I say, I don't know what y'all think this is.
Right.
But he finna step in a place that some things he's never done before.
Right.
Because whether you're in high school, middle school, the way we work out surpasses that.
Right.
I call that child's play.
Ooh, I like that.
And I was like, it ain't what you think.
Right.
You can try, but I'm not gonna be mad if he don't come back.
Right.
Because it ain't for everyone.
Right. Exactly.
And a lot of times I get that talk. Someone when come out the truck, I like, okay, I can work with that.
Right.
Sometimes you had that look. You can tell.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
But some of them,
yeah,
You wasted your day.
Yeah, you tell the pamper once.
And a lot of times when I ain't say I always been correct.
No, I got you.
But like
Probably-
85%.
I don't know. Believe me, I know what you're saying. For every 100 kids you see, about 85 of them
Yeah.
say I get it right.
Yeah.
Like if I say he ain't gonna make it, he ain't gonna make it. If I say he gonna be all right,
Yeah.
he'll be all
If
right.
I say they don't come back,
Right.
they don't come back
Right,
at all.
man.
I had a group of 12 kids came together. 12. All 12 didn't come back. That 12 kids come together. They came all in the group.
Yeah, they the leader folded, so they folded.
No, they was folding.
Nah, but that's what I'm saying. The leader folded. Had the leader of that group been gutting it out and they made it, the other ones would have made it. Whoever the leader was,
He probably right.
that some bitch folded and
But
they followed suit.
They all
Right.
Which I knew about how they was working out because I was
Right.
watching the complainers.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
They was complaining.
Exactly. Yeah, that part.
Like, fellas, this is an easy day.
Right.
Because I can't throw them in the fire without
Right.
getting let them
Yeah,
get warm.
dog, right. Yeah, this light work.
So
right
I'm like,
here.
this work that y'all doing now, in a month time, this ain't the same work y'all
Right.
gonna be doing. This
Right.
is easy.
Right.
And y'all crying about it now? But yeah, they don't show back up.
Right.
But the parents be so gun-ho. I mean, I heard about this play. Man, you push them. Yeah, you
Right.
got to.
Right.
And they're like, we done been such and such. They ain't pushing.
Mm-hmm.
I said, well, all right.
I heard that. Like,
And
be
then-
careful
and
what
then-
you wish for.
And then they be back over to
Yeah,
where they went,
yeah, be
where they
careful
came
what
from.
you wish for.
Yeah.
For real.
But again, just to say that the whole the training, how the training is I mean, the training program that I give, it is crazy. I ain't gonna lie,
Mhm.
it's crazy.
Right.
But it works.
I got you.
It works.
It's a method to the madness kind of deal.
I got a prospect right now. I mean, high thing in Texarkana
Really?
in 3 years. Yeah,
Okay.
he a defensive lineman. He gonna be up there with Landon now.
Really?
Uh,
He got the genetic makeup to be a big kid and
yeah.
everything? I got you.
He's a freshman.
Mhm.
He's already sitting at 6'2",
Yeah.
like 275.
Wow.
Now, to show you how the program works up,
Wow.
before the football season, last August,
Mm-hmm.
he's around like 185.
You bullshit.
Bench pressing.
Okay. All right. I thought you were talking about weight to what you just said.
You ought to see him now.
What he's going up?
So he'll throw 315 if I get that.
That's what's up, man.
And see, but he got the talent to match his strength.
Ooh, I feel what you're
He
saying.
got the grades to match anything else.
Okay, so he just a special.
Yeah,
he's
gifted.
special. Right.
I don't want to see how anyone's gonna be able to block him this year.
Wow.
But first off, again, he's at 315 now. But by the summer with, he'll probably be at least 330.
Mm,
And going to the sophomore year, that's absolutely strong.
right.
To go with his skill set and go with his weight, you ain't about to block that kid.
Dang.
And I wouldn't be surprised if he go another inch or two to where he may be 6'3" and a half, or maybe 6'3", going to a sophomore year. He already 275 now.
Man.
So it's only gonna get
What we on the timer?
those lights cut off. Good thing we got these lights
I
on. Though.
mean, man.
Hey.
Yeah, nah.
Hey, it could be Deion Spirit, and we could be talking about it.
Nah, that was you talking about it, nah.
But I mean, before we got this motherfucker, man, you want to say something?
Nah, it's I saw that it's mental health awareness month, and I thought about you. So just that part right there.
No doubt, we got one of our own going through.
Right.
something,
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So,
Right.
hey, so therefore, but like you said, it is mental health awareness month.
Right.
So I think it look good when it's dark.
I mean, son, shit, but then we might.
Okay.
We might be on the
Yeah.
hey, we really get the talking shit, man.
But it is mental health awareness month,
Right.
but it shouldn't take a month of
I know what you mean.
saying,
Like
hey,
we should
awareness
acknowledge it all the time.
all
Right.
the time
Exactly.
because
Right.
hell, people that go through shit don't go
Right.
through it just because mental health
Right.
month.
They
go through it all year.
Right, man.
So if y'all got anybody y'all close, just check on them.
That's it, man. They don't take but a
Nah, just
text,
check on
phone
them.
call, something simple, man.
And on the cool, you ain't got to like really battle like mental health stuff every day. Like you wake up, you got to deal with it,
Right.
get medicine.
Right.
Sometimes you can have a mental breakdown.
I got you. I know what you mean.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't know. I mean, kind of like if it ain't my problem, it's no. I'm not worried about it.
Right.
People got to start about. They have to start. We got to start doing better about worrying about other people than
be your
ourselves.
brother's keeper, man.
You got to.
Right, real talk. You got to be your brother's keeper, man.
But yeah. So check on your people. Check on anybody.
Right.
It don't cost you nothing, right, Hub? You go to a store and see somebody sitting down with their head down.
Right.
You be like, man. Sometimes you can say, man,
I know what you mean.
that sister, that brother going through something.
Right. No, you're exactly right. I agree.
It costs you nothing to go say,
Nothing,
hey,
man. Hey, brother.
I ain't gonna bother you.
Yeah, right. I don't know what you're going through, but man, stay encouraged.
Yeah,
Just
man,
that fast.
something that little
Yeah.
can go the goddamn mile.
That's it. That's exactly right, man.
Real talk.
That can mean so much to somebody,
Mhm.
man. A freaking 3-second conversation.
Yep.
Like just like to change somebody's day, they outlook on something. Just
Yep.
that fast.
That
So I totally agree, man.
just
Agreed.
I mean, us as a human race, regardless what color you are, we gotta do better than that.
Right.
We gotta
right.
do better than what we have been.
Right. We just want to, man. We want to record the chaos, bro.
Yeah, we want to worry
Like
about
I
that rich
did,
kid
yeah,
getting
we
drafted in
wanna-
the 5th round.
Damn, he's poor guy driving a Rolls Royce with a $100,000 necklace, showing his $80,000 Rolex. Oh man, they did him wrong.
But we ain't worrying about the man who got to walk to work in the rain.
Right, man.
We ain't worrying about him though.
I feel you, bro. That's us.
It should be the other way.
Yeah, that's us, man. That's us in a nutshell, right there, dog. Man.
But man, I'm glad we did the show, man. Like, you know, it's been a minute.
Yeah, dog, I was like, yeah, that's why I was like, man, I hope you free tonight, man. I did want to see that Knicks game yesterday. I knew that one was gonna be good.
Which it
I
was
thought the other
I ain't
one
gonna lie,
was gonna be
Hub. We probably leave, but to my basketball.
Nah, we can get on it.
It's been some
Dog,
great
this
basketball.
dog, it ain't just me then. My little brother, I said, bro, basketball ain't been this good in a long time.
I'm not
He
a
like,
basketball
bro,
fan.
I ain't either.
I'm watching how this shit now.
Bro, this shit here, I've been watching these playoffs like crazy.
Man,
dog.
some crazy basketball.
It's been some damn good basketball going on, man. Like, I'm like, he's like, nah, man, last year was pretty good. I'm like, bro,
Nah.
that it ain't had shit on what I've been seeing this year. Dog.
And what's crazy, Hub, some of the top teams that has a very good shot, none of these teams has a superstar.
I agree, man.
They have stars.
The Pacers is a perfect example, dog.
They don't have. Oh boy, he's a star.
They play great team.
But he
ball.
ain't no superstar.
I agree with you, bro.
OKC.
Well, Shea a superstar.
Easy though.
Shea.
No, he's crazy.
Nah, yeah, Shea averaged like 33 a
But
game.
do people really cut on see him?
Nah, I mean that's just off the market.
That's what I'm saying.
Nah, I feel you on that. Nah, that's what you're saying. That's just that's the media marketing in Oklahoma.
Yeah.
If he was balling like he balled right now,
Because he's
playing for the
MVP league.
Knicks, he'd be all over TV.
He should have won MVP last year.
Well, Joker is a monster.
No, but so
Joker.
If Joker would have won the MVP this year,
Right.
he averaged a triple double.
That's what I'm talking about.
This year.
I agree. It ain't been decided. We don't know if Joker gone.
But I'm saying, but last year,
yeah.
Oh boy, averaged 32 points.
I agree.
His numbers was better than Joker's.
Again, I hate we getting ready to cut out because this go back to what I told y'all. If the foreign players played the American players, they would slaughter them. Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
He's really
it would not be close. He is
really
great.
good.
He is great. Like Joke the other night, well, not last night, but the game one, like 43, 22 in the round like that.
I like the was it Hogan? What's the guy name? The 7-footer for OKC?
The Chet.
Yeah.
Chet Holmgren or whatever.
Yeah, whatever it is. Yeah. Hey, he don't back down from.
I mean, you gotta try to, especially at home. You can't back down in your backyard.
I mean, but I'm just saying, like,
now we'll see what he do when they get back to Denver.
Hey, guess what? They behind us now. It's 1-1.
It's 1-1.
But game one, I went to bed thinking,
dog, you Hey, my little brother ain't on there. I told him I didn't find out till about 3 or 4 the next day that they won because I had a prize pick in. And when they went up by 3, I said, well, here they up 3. They ain't no way they finna lose this game.
Yeah.
Then I saw the highlights and they went to fouling for whatever reason.
Yeah, that was
and like doing that, boy, and going hit that 3 and they won the game, bro. I ain't know till about 4 o'clock in the afternoon the next day did Denver even won that game.
I want to go to the first thing I do in the morning. I go to ESPN,
right,
to see if any breaking news is going on.
Right.
And the first thing was the song, like,
right, what the fuck I said? My brother called me and he was just raving about Joker, man. That Joker a monster, blah, 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 blah. I like, yeah, Joker be balling. And I like, didn't pay no mind down. I got home. I finished my work shift, got home, put it on the Sports Center. And I saw them like grabbing Gordon and Gordon was mugging. I said, okay, y'all, like, I did not know they won the game, dog. I had looked at the score all day long,
Yeah, I
man,
mean,
just assuming.
Boston in trouble.
Boston is in trouble.
So they was the first two at home.
I agree. Now, they saving grace is this year, they done had a better road record than a home record. But what's killing them, and who was that? Somebody made it, I think it was Charles Barkley. Porzingis was balling last year versus, I don't know what's going on with him right now.
That's what you're giving him. You got that all his career.
I agree, man. But so, like, if they don't find a way to get him going, and plus, man, I don't know, dog. They live by the 3 and die by the 3. Like, that's what get it. Yeah. Like that, the 3 when y'all own and hitting them 3s, y'all blow teams out by 30.
But now at one point they had a nice little lead.
They had both games was up 20 points.
And then
blew 20 points at home. Like that is not a good sign for them. I agree, dog. Hey, you is exactly right. Dog, I'm just so ready for that game Saturday just because I know the atmosphere gonna be so fun.
Which one?
The Knicks and Boston.
Oh, cool.
No, they going back to New York.
Man, I mean, I'm with you. Even though they ain't got a lot to, I don't think they got any titles at all. The Knicks.
They won one in 77.
Dude.
They won one like when Phil Jackson played
culture.
I know
Knicks, it's unbeatable.
That's what I'm talking about. Now, do you know how crunk they finna be? That's why I said I'm ready to see that game.
Like that,
they finna be.
It's unbeatable.
I know what I'm talking about.
The atmosphere of that
they
game
finna be so passionate and crunk.
It's crazy.
Nah, that's
they
what
got
I'm
the
saying.
star on the team.
Well, Brunson.
Yeah, but I'm superstars.
I know what you're saying.
In the big market.
I know exactly what you mean.
New York.
Right. I feel you. And that's what I'm saying. If Shea was in New York, he would be like,
oh my God,
he would be like a mega star. He'd be all over because he in a few national ads anyway. But if he was in New York, dog, it would be crazy. And
they winning like they win.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. It would be insane, man. If Joker was in New York, it would be insane.
It'd be crazy.
Yeah, it'd be crazy, dog. But yeah, man, I'm so ready to see that. Like you said, I know the Slayers gonna be in that sucker. 50, all
yeah, they'll be there.
Everybody did some. If you're from New York and a baller, you finna be at that game.
And I mean, on the cool, I like seeing Spike Lee on the sideline.
No, I love Spike. You got to love Spike. Cause Spike a real fan. Like some people showing up just cause the Knicks playing good and they finna be up 2-0. Spike a true fan. Spike been there.
He don't.
Spike been there since the late 80s. Early. Since Spike got money, he been a fan. Is what I'm saying. Like I'm sure he was a fan before then, but time he could afford courtside seats, he done had them ever since. He like New York's version of Jack. Yeah, Jack in LA. Like that's what I'm saying. Like Jack a real Laker fan, Spike a real New York fan is what I'm saying.
I don't know, man. It's like we all know LA market is crazy,
right?
But I don't know. It's like is it something about the Knicks game?
Nah, man. I mean, it's East Coast and it's more grimy versus LA bougie. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like it's like I know exactly what you're saying. Yeah, and no, you're exactly right. Like now, you nailing it. Yeah, like now LA like they don't even show up on tip off time. They like I'm gonna make my
but no.
And versus the New York faithful gonna be in there an hour before the game. The building to be right.
See, whenever New York beat whoever to advance, I hate they went at home when they done it.
I feel you on that, man.
Because the atmosphere would have been crazy.
Right. Nah, it's gonna be crazy. Saturday. I'm so ready to see how that building.
Man, I ain't missed a game yet.
I feel you. That's why last night, that's why I'm like, bro, can we put that like, hey man, let's sample. I was like, I really want to see. It wasn't so much the Denver game. I want to see that Knicks game.
Yeah.
Knicks Boston.
If it ain't gonna lie,
I was like, I want to see that.
Prior to the playoffs, I watched
zero. Everybody that know me will tell you that. Everybody know me tell you, I don't watch it. It don't matter then. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like it's like they don't have a sense of urgency. Yeah. And like, but when the playoffs kicked in, dog, it's like that sense of urgency come. And not just that, the way the refs letting them play. It's like got that old school feel to it. Yeah. Like they ain't all just like somebody get bumped and all the flopping. Yeah, like the players, you can tell the players adapting to the ref. That let you know a lot of cats be flopping because they actually in bang now and can't stand on their feet still.
Like it reminds you of old school.
It reminds you of old school days of basketball, dog. I'm like you, man. I've been enjoying these playoffs. I've been enjoying these playoffs, dog. Like I'm actually who played tonight?
The Warriors played tonight. No, they played yesterday.
Nah,
right?
they it's Ant-Man them played
Yeah,
tonight.
yeah.
Yeah. Golden State
Hey man,
and Minnesota.
that dude is a dog.
Which one?
Ant dog. He don't give a damn.
Ant disappointed me in game one.
He did.
He
but
disappointed me in
he
game
always
one.
come back and redeem himself.
Yeah, we're gonna see tonight.
He always come back and redeem himself.
We're gonna
man.
see tonight.
And it ain't too many players that could have played back in the 90s.
I agree. And
He's
one
one.
of no, bro. I couldn't. But as far as the American players go, him, Draymond, probably Jimmy Butler tough. But you right, like a lot of these dudes couldn't.
They ain't grimy enough.
Nah, I agree with you. Ant-Man, now would have just played in the 90s, would have been a star in the 90s too. Yeah. Like he just got that dog in him, dog. He physical.
No, I mean,
athletic.
You know who he remind me of?
Jordan.
I wouldn't say that.
Who?
Starks.
Nah, man, he a better shooter than Starks.
But
he
the whole
scrappy like Starks.
Yeah, that's what
I feel you on that. Yeah, Starks was scrappy now. So Starks didn't have no fear in him.
No, at all.
None, dog. Starks was fearless.
And they just ran to Jordan.
That's it. I agree. I was like Jordan. Jordan killed so many people getting rings, dog.
So this would have won a couple.
I agree, man. I think Reggie Miller might could have won one.
Yeah,
the night before Jordan.
But this would have won a couple.
I agree.
They were loaded.
They was. They had a good team.
They had a squad.
They did have a good team.
That Jordan was something.
What I'm telling you, man. That's what I tell these people. That like, I ain't no diss on LeBron, bro. Like, we saw Jordan. Like, if they best, it ain't even close. And that's what I be telling people. Dog.
No, it ain't.
If you take
LeBron fan,
I know what I'm saying.
Jordan's
I like LeBron. But I'm like, dog, if you take the best version you ever seen of LeBron, the best version you seen of Jordan, it ain't even close.
This how I compare it, right? LeBron got 4, but there's been several superstars that got titles.
Right.
During his prime.
Right.
Jordan his prime.
Now, yeah, like owned it.
You won because
the
2-year gap.
Right.
They would have won.
Right. They would have, dog. They really would have, bro.
If he did,
they really would have, dog. I couldn't agree.
He robbed a whole lot of.
That's what I'm saying. There was some real good players. They couldn't get one.
So that's how I really measure it.
I feel you. Karl Malone them probably would have had one.
Yes.
Phoenix, he beat Barkley and them in the final. He probably could have had him one.
Yes.
Like I totally agree with you, bro. Like the Knicks might could have got there and beat a Phoenix team. They might could have got there and beat a Utah team. Like, but they just couldn't get past Jordan.
Yeah, they couldn't get past Jordan.
Reggie Miller, they had some stuff, man, but they just couldn't get past Jordan.
Hell no.
So it is the Jordan was keeping cats from getting that title, dog. He just had that shit in the chokehold. And that's what I said. And like when LeBron lost to when he lost to Dallas, that I'm like, man, anytime somebody go to try and debate with me, that's the guy. That's the series
and they would start studied too.
I was like, bro.
That's right. I mean, I agree with that.
Yeah, like, bro.
Y'all had Dirk and a bunch of role
players. That's it, bro. That's what I'm saying. That Dirk.
They had Dirk and a bunch of role
players. Dirk cooked out. That's what you feel me, dog. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And then, like, bro, Jason Kidd was holding you single cover.
Yeah.
And Jason Kidd was like 38 at the time. You was like 27, and Jason Kidd like 10 years older than you, and you averaging. Like, bro, you averaging like 2 points in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
And like that would be like, so that's when people get to talking, like, man, miss me with all that you saying, dog. A 20-some-year-old Jordan, he laughed at y'all.
I think now,
short.
Am I a big LeBron fan? Yes. But when it comes, like, I got to be realistic.
Hey, that's all I'll tell you,
Jordan
man.
is
I
that
like
guy.
LeBron, but that's why I said he just wasn't no Jordan, dog. He wasn't MJ. MJ on another level, man.
What's your hood? Let's go to the house and watch.
Let's go check it out.
Watch this rest of this basketball game.
Can you see that? Get some light going for you? There it is. They must have heard me talking. They heard me talking, dog. Yeah, man. But I feel you.